Hello, Sean Gilroy here with the third sound lab. Um, Starting with the radio cue. I've got a box um, for the cue, so it encompasses most of the entire building here with the smaller box over here for the attenuation. I've got a frog noise here, as well as a flowing water, which is a lot quieter. They're both set in capsules so they can kind of encompass the entire river. The fire here, attenuation radius is pretty small because with all the other noises you wouldn't be able to hear it from very far away. This is my ambience cue. This is set to encompass the entire level. And I forgot about this. This is the air conditioning cue for the building. And the waterfall, okay, grow up. The waterfall cue here, set to encompass pretty much this entire area. I've got birds in the trees. Their attenuation radiuses are the same. And then I have another frog one over here. Frogs too, yeah, here. So it's encompassing the entire area here as well. So I've got the radio trigger box here to allow the player to press E and turn the radio on. I've got the trigger box here for the door to switch from interior ambience to exterior ambience and then back and forth. I have one for the fire trigger separate from the actual collision box trigger that was in the Word file. I guess more on that later. And that's it for that. And then the sound cues, the air conditioner here. And then ambience is kind of long. It's got rain, it's got insects, and it's got a thunderstorm ambient noise. And then birds here. And birds has a wind flowing through the trees, as well as a creaking tree noise to kind of give it a more realistic feel, wind kind of moving and pushing those branches around. Fire here. Fire uses a mixer to be more realistic. You can kind of hear a little dip in the audio, but it's looped a couple times now. The frogs use concatenation. And here's the radio cue. That's the end of it. And then the waterfall cue. And this one I can't figure out. There's this blipping at the end where it's really obvious where the sounds end. And I don't know how to fix it. I've tried setting a delay, I've tried modulating, and none of it seems to work. I don't understand why it's doing that. But here's the radio cue. It's pretty simple. Just to concatenate the static and the radio. Air conditioner, again, very simple, it just loops. ambient thunderstorm, so there's thunderstorm, rain, and insect ambience, modulated to kind of control their audio, and obviously the loop. Fire here with the mixer to do the asynchronous noise, and then birds, which is a little bit more complicated here. There's two sets of birds with windy trees in the middle. Oops. And the second set here to kind of create a more realistic feel for the birds. And the same thing goes for the frogs, which is pretty much the same. And then BP Fire, this is from the Word document. Oops. And there's a problem that I've run into with this, where you can continuously press the E button and continue playing the noise, and it just becomes deafening. And I'll show that later. And then Waterfall, and this is, I've tried adding a delay, modulator, mixing. The two waterfalls are 5 seconds and 10 seconds respectively, so there's, and I followed along exactly in the video, and I don't really understand why it didn't work. And then the level blueprints, oops, there you are. Level blueprint. So this is the old fire event that I had. It's very similar to the radio player where I would interact with it, and it allows the fire to kind of play in a loop once and then stop, or I guess continuously and then stop when I leave the area. But with the BP Fire, the one from the Word, it just continuously plays. Yeah, and this one, obviously, it can, as soon as I leave the area of the sound's influence, it stops. This is the interior and exterior audio switch for walking in and out of the building, and this is the radio player. It's pretty simple. And now back to the level to play. And you should be able to hear the AC there. Radio. I did allow spatialization on this because it's a radio and it's definitely something that would feel that way. Okay, and here comes the switch. Back into the AC. Okay. And there is an audio for the flowing water, but I wanted to make it more subtle because it's not flowing very quickly. So there's that. There should also be birds in this tree. You can hear it. There it is. Okay, and here's the fire. Okay, and here comes so I'm just pressing E and I can continuously play the audio. It gets really loud, like a roaring wildfire kind of thing, and I can leave and hear it again, but so there's that. Birds here with the frogs, and you can already hear the waterfall. And there's the sound jump that I don't know how to fix. And more birds in this tree. And that's it, I believe. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for watching.